Good evening, Ukhrul. It's so nice to see you, all of you, through all the mist. I hope I'll be able to recognize you. NSF, today being the 30th conference, I think we are honored to have Mr. Ram Moiva, who after 30 years, he is also present in our midst today. The president of the NSF, the outgoing Mr. Kegwe Tep, your tenure has been very momentous. It has been filled with a lot of challenges, but the way you have steered your leadership until this day, we want to really thank God. And on this day, you, along with your team, you have come to the end of your wonderful tenure, and you have handed over unto the new team, Mr. Meduvi Ri. And your new team, I want to congratulate you. I know that a moment like this is emotional, filled with a lot of emotions, and it is also, you look forward to with a lot more challenges. And I'm sure God will lead you through, because God has always been good, and I think Mr. Tep and his team also will acknowledge that, and I think the same should go down in history with the next team too. I acknowledge the presence of all NSF leaders, all leaders from various federating units, from senior leaders of the NSF. Mr. Pushka is here with us, and a lot more senior leaders are also with us. We want to thank you and acknowledge your presence here. Manipur is going through a lot of trouble. A lot of issues are going on around us, and it is at such a time that NSF comes in as a torchbearer, a unifying force, a force that will bring not only the Nagas, but also the neighboring communities to look to the Nagas as a model, that we, belonging to across various boundaries, we are united together. And therefore, it is so important that the unity that is shown by the Nagas through the NSF is so important, and I really appreciate. When I was invited to come to this very place, I do remember the first encounter that I had with the NSF way back in 1971-72. Then one Mr. Shikiho, I think he also was Awomi, right? Okay. Anyway, Mr. Shikiho was the president then. I remember participating the NSF conference as a young boy. I was perhaps just in class 8, that I was actively participating like many of you. And I'm sure that maybe after 52 years, today is 52 years after that particular 1971-72, after many, many years from today, many of our young people will continue to remember the good things that this Naga Student Federation does to our people in uniting, in bringing our people together from across boundaries and continuing to carry forward the issues faced by our people through ups and downs, through tough times. We will go so that we will reach the destination that God has designed and given to us. Today, I want to acknowledge the Tangkhul Khatamnao Long for having hosted this very conference. This time of the year, it's such a difficult thing, and I'm told that it was just about 10 days before today that the announcement of the date and place was given, and the way that the TKS has handled, I truly appreciate. You have come through and overcome a lot of those challenges that you have come. especially when in Manipur, this crisis, the violence, the situation has kept all our people on tenterhooks. The Naga people have remained as a neutral force. We have not in any way supported either group of the conflicting parties. The majority of the Naga people have shown brought much appreciation from various communities from across the region and also across the country and of the world. This is what Nagas are meant to be. Nagas will continue to fight, but for peace and for the love of our people, we will continue to unify our greater limb. The leadership that NSF gives us today, I remember 52 years ago when I was a young boy, this very conference was held in a place called Mao, the place where I belong. I was a young boy running up and down trying to do whatever my elders and my seniors would tell me to do. I remember that Mao is a border town. You know, it is the first town in Manipur and the first, as we come from Nagaland, that is the first that you will encounter, the last town in Manipur. All the village, all the tribes, all the tribal leaders, student leaders gathered around in Mao. And that was such a momentous moment, I remember. I remember one of my young brother, he was at least 3 or 4 or 5 years younger than I am. He was playing the guitar with another band, a band of young students. They were in class 4, 5, and 6 maybe. And then the guitar that he was holding was taller than himself. And that was how the Naga students, right from their childhood, from their early days, they participated in formation of a greater limb. That spirit of the young Nagas has brought us thus far, even in history. We are grateful to our founding fathers. We are grateful to 1947, those leaders, those early young students, those days when they realized the need of bringing the Nagas together. We will continue to carry those torch. We will continue to fight for the vision of the Nagas. We will continue to bring people from all corners, from across boundaries, together to live together as a unified people. May God continue to bless us. We are also aware that God, in His own way, has brought us through this tumultuous situation in Manipur. Because of this present situation of the conflict between the Métis and the Kukis, all of us know how it is and to what extent this has done, the magnitude of this violence. But because of this has also in some way, whether I call it boosted the issue of the Nagas. The Indian government had taken their own time. Delays after delays had gone on for such a long time. During these delays, splinters were created. There were disunities, and a lot of issues came amongst us Nagas. But it is a wake-up call when we are looking at the things that are happening around us. It is a wake-up call to the Nagas. Are we still going to sleep? Are we going to splinter further? Is our disunity continue to go on so that we will not see the light of day? It is a challenge that lays before us. The new team that the NSF, the new team led by Mr. Medovi has come in, and as a student body, it is not just students, but you know, when I look at all the Naga organizations, beginning from Naga Hoho or the Naga Club or you know, every other women's body or any other body, the Naga Students Federation perhaps is the only body that has remained and brought all people from across boundaries, across tribes together. And it is still continuing. Let us continue to fight. Let us continue to carry this banner forward. Let us continue so that we will finally be able to see the light of day. The aspirations of the Nagas will also be brought. as a Naga, as a people, when we go along the way, we know as we travel, particularly through a forest, there are those fruits, the sticky things that stick onto your clothes. You know, as we brush around the bushes, we call it burr. In Tangkhul, I don't know what, in your own tribes, I think you're aware of what I'm trying to say. There are grass seeds which come to stick onto your pants and your socks. There are, you know, those taller brushes that you go to. There are fruits of those trees that come and stick onto your clothes. When we as a Naga, when we take the journey to fight and to reach that journey, that goal that we all look forward to, let us know that there are these burrs, there are these fruits, there are these sticky things that will continue to come and stick on us. Are we just going to lie down and remove those sticks and then, you know, forget about our journey, our goal? You know, issues will come. Issues will come to disturb our peace. Issues will come to disturb our problems. But if we stay focused, we will not be deviated from our journey. We will continue to pursue and reach our goal in time. I want to thank all the leaders that are present who are relentlessly working from all walks of life, from all sorts of organizations. I want to challenge all of us that today we are traveling through difficult times. When we are going along the way, we have the Métis, the Kukis, or the Pangans, or various other tribes and communities where we may come and face some clashes. But are they going to deviate us from our original goal? Are we going to be, you know, our goal, should we lose our focus? These issues will come by the way, but Nagas must stand firm. We must continue to live, we must continue to lead, and we must see that finally God will bring to us the things that we are wanting. Today, the need is unity. Today, the need is unity. NSF apparently is united, but there are some sections, I do not know if ENSO, Eastern Nagas, are they part of our organization? I think some of them are there. Oh. There may be in other organizations, like in the Naga Hoho, certain tribes have moved out of it. You know, these apex organizations that we have, apex organizations like the NSF or the Naga Hoho or the Naga Mothers Association or other things like that. If we are broken, if we are not able to bring everybody together, I think it will be a very sad thing. Let us work on unity. I am in Delhi. The Naga Students Union Delhi have also sent their greetings for the success of this NSF conference. The Naga scholars have also sent in their greetings for the success of this conference. We just had a meeting a few days before I came over, and they have wished that we will move forward. We will march ahead in spite of all the obstacles that we meet. We in Delhi decided that there are certain tribes which are not participating in organizations such as this. The NSUD has taken it upon themselves that they will go back home to meet with the parent organizations and then try once again to bring all our people together, that all our people should walk and speak in the same voice. Otherwise, if our voices are diverse, if our voices are scattered, people will not be able to see the real vision, the real aspiration of the Nagas as one voice, as one people. Therefore, even in NSF here today, even in Nagaland, in Manipur, or around in our areas, we must really work so that we will bring all these others, I will not call them splinters, but there are some misunderstandings that have cropped up at some point of time. We must talk to them. We must come back once again. to bring back unity of our people. Especially the Naga Students Federation must work hard so that all those who are not part of this federation, they must come and join. They must come and taste the goodness of the Students Federation, and that as NSF continues to march forward, carrying the banner, carrying the flag, shouting that we shall overcome whatever obstacles that come our way. Let us be reminded that we will know the truth, and the truth will set us free. Truth has got no two truths. One truth, one destiny. One truth will be spoken up with one voice. One truth we will all support. And that one truth, if we support, if we go ahead, if we carry that banner, we shall overcome every other obstacles. Let us forget about the burrs that stick onto our clothes, that stick onto us on our journey. Let us keep them clear. Let us forget that and continue to brush through so that we'll finally reach the destination. The Naga peace talk has come to a very crucial situation. During my term as a member of parliament during the last more than 4 years, I've tried my best to bring our issues both in the parliament, outside of the parliament, even to the leadership of the Indian government, the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, and other leaders. I've tried to meet the former interlocutors and tried to see how best I can also work with various other political parties. And I'm thankful to God that He has given me such opportunities, but the government of India, we know that sometimes they continue to create these delays. Some understanding seems to have been brought, and from somewhere, some other issues prop up, and then they just tend to keep delaying. But now, I find that the government seems to be finally getting serious. They know that this delay is not going to discourage the Nagas. It is not going to cause division among Nagas. But this delay is going to strengthen our purpose. It will continue to increase our determination for the Naga vision and for the Naga purpose. And therefore, let us not be disheartened. Let us not be discouraged. Finally, now, the negotiation is going on again in Delhi. They need a lot of encouragement. We need a lot of prayer supporting them. We need the Naga people to kneel down on their feet, on their knees, and that lift the issue up to God. That God will give wisdom to our Naga leaders. God will give patience to the Indian leaders. God will give wisdom even to the Indian leaders so that there will be understanding of one another, and they will finally come forward together to sign the final agreement. I'm hopeful that this will come very soon. The government of India is saying that they will try to finish it before the coming election 2024. We have just a few months, and these few months are going to be very crucial, very important, and therefore it is the need of all of us to really lift up our leaders into the hands of God, that God will also continue to bring love, unity, compassion amongst our people. The division that is going on around us, amongst our neighboring communities, this also will continue to look at the Nagas as an example, as someone to follow to, and that they will also know that we must go the Naga way. And therefore, I want to encourage and continue to encourage our leaders, especially in the NSF, the various federating units. You know, recently we have seen that two of our own boys from Northeast India, one from Manipur and one from Nagaland, they have reached and landed on the moon. What a proud moment it is for us. What a proud moment for the Nagas. Yes, not only these two, but many of you, many of us can reach that height, that level. We only need to stay focused. We only need to work hard. We only need not to be deviated or not to blur away our vision. Continue to remain focused, remain on the truth, and God will bless and bring these achievements even amongst our people. Young people, you have so much of determination. You want to do well in your studies. You want to be an IS officer, or you want to be various types of officers. You want to be scientists. You want to be people who land not only in the moon, but who knows, to Mercury and Venus. God can always do that. We have only got to remain focused. We only have to remain focused and know that there is a truth. There is the truth. And this truth is in God. And if we remain in God, God will remain in us, and God will continue to make us to bear much fruit. Thank you very much. God bless all of you. And I continue to wish all my best wishes to the new team. And so also I'm told that TKS also has a new team. I want to congratulate you and also wish you all the best. And there's few things that I really wanted to, I wish I could have given much more, but I'm going to limit myself by giving these small bundles. So may I call upon the NSF, maybe the outgoing president, I have to give it to him. It was during your tenure that you have fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Tep. And also the LOC TKS, Mr. Horam, working Horam. Okay. Thank you so much, and have a great evening, and all of you enjoy tonight. Thank you.